The geology forming the rivers in Chile is simply amazing. If you had to compare it to something in the States, the closest thing would be the rivers in the Pacific Northwest. Lots of clean and some not so clean cascades plunging through grooved out basalt canyons. Chile poses an interesting challenge that we typically aren't used to on our home rivers in the southeast, in that most of your ability to rescue folks in trouble would have to be vertically or from your boat. In this case study, we use both. Over the next few months, we'll be putting out more case studies leading up ultimately to the release of our new video series, Whitewater Leadership, produced by H2O Dreams and Dagger Kayaks. We hope that these videos do a good job of getting folks thinking in line with simple, fast, and effective rescues, as well as how to mitigate much of the risk on the river altogether through development of personal skills and development of leadership and psychological qualities that keep us cool under pressure, whether leading or being led. The drop in this case study is the first one, probably the most difficult, on the Siete Tazas section on the famed Rio Claro in Chile. The drop presents a couple of challenges that can make a boater uncomfortable. With a cave on river left, with a pillow off the wall pushing you towards it, and a pocket eddy that is extremely difficult to get out of on the right. I was working with the group on trying a different approach by taking a left stroke off the pad to counter the pillow off the wall. It was an extremely difficult stroke, and the drop caters to a right stroke instead of a left. However, the right stroke off the lip will typically kick your boat left with the pillow and into the cave. Let me preface by saying this drop is a safe drop, a challenging. I think the only time that it could become truly lethal would be very high water. Having knowledge of the cycle of snowmelt can really help you avoid that problem. Otherwise, play away and push yourself on a challenging and safe drop. Our paddler here tries the left stroke and also decides to plug, which causes her to immediately deflect into the pocket. Watch the rescue ensue. Knowing that this could be a real possibility, we had safety set up in several different spots in this rapid. We had myself with a rope up on the ledge on river right. We had Chris in his boat down on river left. I didn't want to bag Rose immediately, especially after her head went underneath the water. I wanted to make sure that I could make contact with her before I actually threw the rope. The advantage we had here of throwing out the entire bag and the entire length of rope, you'll be able to see here in just a moment. The excess rope here will begin to float downstream. And at this point, Chris has become aware of this. He grabs onto the other end, effectively setting a vector pull on Rose down in the pocket. Overall, it took about a minute and a half to get Rose out of the pocket. From there, we had the other problem of getting the boat out of the pocket. So I again lowered the rope, but this time a set length with a carabiner attached, so Chris could clip on. This is a really precarious act, and Definitely doing boat-based rescue ahead of time is highly recommended. You never have too much practice in that arena. We get the boat pulled out and Chris is able to peel out pretty well. We recollect down below and we manage to get out unscathed and no worse for the wear in about 10 minutes.